Okay, hi guys, and welcome back to another community conversation brought to you by the Orwell Cost of Living Toolkit, the new online resource that connects our communities with the tools and services across the region that really make a difference. We've got another fantastic guest for you today. I'm sure if you live in and around Ipswich, you're well aware of our fantastic football team in ITFC, but an element of that that you may not be so au fait with is the ITFC Foundation, which does fantastic work around the region. And today we've got Leanne Smith from the foundation to have a chat with us. Hey, Leanne, how you doing?
Good, thank you.
Thanks for your time today. As I said before, everyone knows about the football club. They're doing fantastic things. But one of the most important aspects, I think, that what you guys do is around the community that you serve. And today I just wanted to get into a little bit about the foundation and what you guys do and kind of how people can get involved and that kind of stuff. So if people haven't come across the foundation before, can you just tell us a little bit about it and how you kind of help your communities?
Yeah, Ipswich Town Foundation is obviously the community arm of the football club. So we deliver projects or initiatives out into the community. We work with children from the ages of 3 right up to our senior members of the public, so adults right up until you could be 90 and we would still have something to offer for you. So
Okay.
we engage with around 9,000 people a week. We're in schools, after school provision, holiday provision, during the day. So we're just a bit of everything. We're trying to bring the community together and link them to the football club. Obviously, there's amazing things happening at Ipswich Town and the foundation. Like I said, we're a baby. We're only just over 3 years old. So we're growing at the speed of light. But we aim to give something back to the community and offer anything, an initiative or a sport or something for them to come and do with us. And basically, we are the heart of the football club essentially, to work with the community, but we deliver a lot of different stuff. So we work with local charities as well. The list is never ending on what the foundation can deliver.
Yeah. And I know, as Orwell, we've worked with you guys on some of the mental health and construction stuff, which has been hugely successful. And I think what's great about what you guys do is you touch all areas of the community, like you're saying, with the young children right up to your seniors as well, which we'll talk about in a little bit as well. One of the first things I wanted to kind of have a chat about was kind of your Ipswich Town supporting food banks, Ipswich Town fans supporting food banks, should I say, which I've noticed on your socials has been hugely successful. Can you tell us about how that came about, please?
Yeah, so we started, so Find, who are based up at Gainsborough, are a charity partner of the football club. So at Christmas, we did a warmer community project with them. So we went, staff from the club and the foundation and players and the manager, we went to Find and we packed up the food boxes that were going to go out over Christmas. So we was a big part of that. We did a fundraiser as well to buy sort of hats, gloves, scarves, and just make sure that people had something to open under their Christmas tree. So we've worked quite closely with Find. We then got approached by Charlie, who runs Fan Supporting Food Banks, and he expressed his interest in working with us to help support Find, and basically just make it easier for people to, if they want to donate items or money, and transfer them across back to Find, it just become a nice link that someone could be here present in the fan zone on game days. Once a month they come to a designated fixture, and there's different drop-off points around the stadium that people can drop items off, and then that goes directly back into Find. So we're still keeping that link with those guys, just with the help of another organisation essentially, and we just sort of help them promote that. So we obviously put it out to our supporters when they're going to be there. Obviously, it's really, really important in this climate with, the cost of living and things like that. So I think it's really important that we've got 28,000 some weeks. So if everyone brought one tin, then, that's going to help a lot of people. So it's been really successful. I think the one they just did on the last home game, I think they raised £500, and they had loads of donations as well. So it's really great to see.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I didn't know that people can kind of drop them off at games. That's amazing. Like you say, you've got a captive audience there where people can sort of come in and go in. So what a great opportunity there to do that. And what has kind of been the response from both, I guess, the fans in you having that opportunity to bring the stuff in, and have you had feedback as well from those people in the communities that have benefited from that as well?
Yeah, I think it's really positive. Like I'm in contact with Maureen, who runs Find a lot. I have a lot of contact with her, and she's always grateful for the donations. And I think we've seen firsthand how, I've personally gone and dropped off some packages and things like that. I've seen firsthand how important it is that these food parcels. It is a case of that if they don't get these food parcels, then they won't eat. So
Yeah,
it's really, really important that if we can help, and we're all going through the cost of living, so you know, um, I understand that, and it's difficult for everyone. But if we can help, then let's help, because you actually don't know if that's going to be you one day, who relies on those food banks.
mm,
But it was, when we all packed the boxes up at Christmas, we said we're literally determining what this family eats over the
yeah,
Christmas period, because we're picking up the soup and what flavour it is, and we're putting it into a box. Now we don't know if that person likes it or not, but we're putting it in that box, and ultimately that's what they're going to eat, and that's all down to our decision. So it was kind of a bit of a, it was nice to be able to help, but it was kind of a bit of a reality. Like this is reality for some people. So
definitely, and especially to help around that Christmas period as well is huge, isn't it? It's the difference sometimes between people not having something and having something. So that's amazing. Another element that I want to have a chat about as well was something that sort of caught my eye when it sort of came up was the Senior Blues initiative you guys have got. Now, obviously we, as Allwell, we have lots of care schemes around the region, and we've spoken on this podcast before about kind of loneliness and the effects on loneliness through the pandemic, and also now in the cost of living crisis with mental health and that kind of stuff. Tell us a little bit about the Senior Blues initiative and kind of how that came about.
yeah, so we, like I said, we're more than just a football club now. I think people still maybe don't know what the foundation delivers. I think people just assume that we just deliver football.
Yeah,
We're actually a lot more than that. Now, okay, football is a big part of our branch, but actually we can deliver so much more. So we recognised, especially after COVID, there is an element of loneliness out there. Getting senior members of the public back out into the public and into groups and things like that. So we recognised there was a little bit of a hole there, and also the element of getting people out and being physically active. That was a really important part of the Senior Blues project. So we come up with the idea that we'd run a sort of like a coffee morning / physical activity morning for senior members of the public, and we obviously wanted to use the football club, because a lot of people are interested in Ipswich Town. It's a nice place to come. So we decided that we would run once every other week. So we run on a Wednesday, 10:30 till 12, on the second and fourth week, I believe. I think that's right.
okay,
And people just come down and they have a chat. There's different activities. So there's memorabilia on the tables if you're interested in the football side of things. There's activity. So there's physical activity. So, we'll go and do a walk around the statues, have a little chat about those. Or there's bocce, there's golf, there's all kinds of things that we put out for people to just come and socialise and become a little bit more active than just sitting at home in their, on their own maybe. I think we've seen that since we launched that actually it's impacted a lot of people's lives. We've got a gentleman who comes and he admitted he was feeling lonely, but now he's made like a whole new group of friends, and he turns up religiously without fail. He's always there with a smile on his face. So it's really nice to be making an impact in the community and offering something a little bit different. And we've got people, we have women, men come, we have football fans, we have non-football fans, and we have a group of ladies that come and knit, which is
oh wow,
great.
yeah,
So people have made their own little communities from us offering off something, and it's free as well. So we was lucky enough to get a funding pot through Active Suffolk, and we use that to obviously fund it and make it free, and we'll continue that throughout. So yeah, it's a great
Yeah.
little initiative, and it's definitely worth coming down to have a look if if it's something that you think you would enjoy.
Yeah, it's amazing how much difference these things make, isn't it? To hear those stories like you were saying there, Leanne, about how before people were feeling so insular, maybe at home, and then they have these environments. And like you say, it's at Ipswich Town, but it's not just about football. It's about community. It's about bringing people together. And even if you're not a fan, or you are a fan, or you're not into football, you can still find something. And I think that's the great thing about it. And it sounds though the feedback has been amazing. Do you find that most people are coming from kind of like, is it individuals coming, or they're coming from care homes, or is it a bit of both? Or how?
So we have a mixture. We do have some care homes that attend. Some will maybe bring a couple out.
Yeah.
And then we have people who have just turned up individually. So we have a couple of men who come and their neighbours, so they come together.
Oh, cool.
And they get out, and but we do have like people who just literally just turn up on their own, but actually when you walk into the room now, you would think that everyone knows each other. There's no, there's such a connection there, which is what we wanted and what we wanted to see. And it's lovely to see them all getting up and being a little bit active as well.
Yeah,
I think that's really important that people do that, because after COVID and stuff, we was all stuck in for so long. So it's really important that we can get out and we can do that now. So I think the most important thing for us is that we want to be able to offer something for everyone in the community.
Yeah.
So we're not quite there yet. We're getting there. We're almost there. We've just got a few more bits to do, and then I believe that Ipswich Town Foundation will have something for everyone in the community to attend if they wanted to. So
yeah. And if people want to get in touch and be part of these, is the best thing to do is kind of look on the website, look for when events are coming up? Is that the best way?
Yeah, if they look on, we're quite heavy on social media as well. So if people have got social media, always putting stuff out on there. And then obviously they can email me. I lead on obviously the health and wellbeing side. So senior blues and things like that fall under me. So they can email me. My email's on our website. Or they can call up if they wish and get information that way. But like I say, we're always showing off the things that we're doing, and hopefully that will reach out to one person. If it reaches out to one person who's maybe feeling a bit lonely and then they come to the session, then great. Like, we've all done our job and we've made a difference, and that's great.
Yeah, fantastic. And like the foundation here at Allwell, we have a really wide sort of business community as well. Any businesses that are watching this conversation today, is there any way that they can kind of help you guys, support you guys in any ways at all?
Yeah, so we obviously, in any of the programs and stuff that we deliver, there's always the opportunity to sponsor a program. For example, Ellison's very kindly sponsored our Golden Days Cafe, which supports people living with or affected by dementia, and they have been doing for the last year. So they make that really, just by giving us that little bit of support, that really helps us to deliver something really, really special. And like I say, like businesses, if they want to get involved and things like that, sponsorship's an opportunity. Or if they just want to, I know some places have volunteer schemes where their staff can come out and volunteer for like one day or whatever. There's always the opportunity to come down and have a look if you want to know more about the foundation and what we offer. Because I think that's the most important thing, is that we want to make sure everyone knows what Ipswich Town Foundation has to offer, that we are more than just a football club, and that runs right through, that we, from the first team to the staff to everyone cares about everyone in the community. And I think that's really important.
Fantastic. One of the things that has often come up when we've had these conversations is, through the pandemic and also through the cost of living crisis, is sometimes people are reluctant to reach out for help, for whatever reason. Maybe they feel a little bit ashamed. Maybe they feel that, it's hard going to an event on their own or something. What would be your kind of, what would your words of encouragement be for someone that's kind of on the fence? Maybe they really wanted to come to the seniors event, but a little bit apprehensive. What would your words of encouragement be?
I think just don't be scared to reach out. I think I'm more than happy if someone's struggling or someone's feeling a bit lonely. Find my number off the website, give me a call in the office, and I'll happily chat to you and help you find something. That it might not be something that we can offer you here, but we can definitely find something. We've got a lot of connections and things like that. There'll be something that we can support you with. But I think sometimes you've got to do maybe the unknown. The unknown is scary, but
yeah.
I think is really important. And we've had people reach out to us who, because it's called Senior Blues, it could be quite, I understand that some people might think, oh, well, I'm not a senior, so I can't attend it. Well, if you think it's something that you'll enjoy, then don't hesitate to get in contact, because, we're open to allowing anyone to sort of come to it within the right thing. So yeah, just take the leap and do it, because it'll probably be the best thing that you do. And actually, like, I've seen it firsthand at, whether it be the Golden Days Cafe or the Senior Blues Cafe, I've seen lots of friendships flourish and, and come together. And it's been really nice to watch, to see that we've helped make that happen.
And that's the thing, isn't it? You just don't know where these things will, coming into for a coffee one day could lead to a fantastic friendship that might last for years. It's just one of those things where we just don't know until we lean into some of this stuff.
I think the sessions are very relaxed. Like, there's no pressure. There's no, you literally just come and you do what you want to do. You talk to who you want to. If you want to just come and sit on your own, that's totally fine too. There's no pressure for you to talk to anyone. A lot of the staff in the foundation, they tend to come down as well. They come down and they have a chat. We get ex-players in and things like that. So it's definitely worth giving a go. Like, if you're sitting at home and you're feeling a little bit lonely, you don't have to attend every session. You can attend when and as you like. Don't have to stay for the whole hour and a half if you don't want to. But you get to come down, you get to have a nice cup of coffee and a biscuit. So
it's a win-win. It's a win-win.
It's worth a shot.
2022 was a great year of growth for you guys over in the foundation. What are your kind of aspirations for this year, as we're nearly a quarter way in now? What's the aspirations for 2023 for you guys?
So we're going to go big on the health and well-being. So like I said, we just put our foot in the water with it. With Senior Blues, Golden Days, a bit of mental health provision that we've done, but this year that's going to go really big. The disability provision is flying recently. That's gone great. So now it's just trying to replicate what we're doing here at Portman Road, and trying to get to a bit more out in the community to reach different areas as well. But keep growing and keep making sure that what we are delivering is really good. We don't like to put something on and deliver it and it be, not great. We're in it all. It's 100% and it's great. And we just want to keep bringing more people in, different groups, being inclusive for all is a really important part of us. So yeah, it's exciting times. I can't give too much away because I'll probably get told off about what's in the pipeline. But from my personal way, there's lots of exciting projects that are going to come up, and we hope to reach out to more members of the community, really.
Yeah, amazing. Well, guys, if you listen to this and you enjoy the conversation and some of it's really resonated around, stuff that you could really want to get into, you'll find all the information under this video. We'll link through to all Leanne's social media and web links there, so you can get in touch as well. Leanne, thank you so much for your time today. I think what's really shone through is exactly what you've said. Ipswich Town is more than just a football club. It's a fantastic football club, but it's also so much more in the community. And, we're looking forward to doing more stuff with you guys over the next year with mental health and all that kind of stuff. So just thank you for all you're doing.
No worries. Thank you.
Okay, guys, I hope that conversation has really resonated with you. Again, if you want to find out about anything that Leanne and the foundation are doing, please look at the links under this video. But until next time, I've been Ross Dean, and this has been a community conversation from Orwell Housing.